Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is the second part of the lessons that are derived from verses 36 to 42. You will recall that this story began with a dream that Yusuf alayhi salam saw. And here again are some dreams, and there is another very important dream that is coming up. So let's talk a little bit about Islamic teachings related to dreams. There are numerous types of dreams. There are true dreams. They are intelligible. In other words, one can make sense of them. They are meaningful. They have some true applications or implications. Then there are dreams that are unintelligible. These could be random dreams. They could be nightmares. So let's talk about true dreams. There are, generally speaking, two types of true dreams. One is a vision of something happening, and then the exact same thing actually happens as a person saw it, witnessed it in their dream. So you may have heard of the term déjà vu, where you see something unfolding in front of your eyes, and then you say, wait a minute, I've seen this happening before. And it's very possible that you saw that thing happening in your dream. Our Prophet ﷺ used to see these types of dreams for about half a year, about 6 months into his prophethood. He started receiving revelation in the form of true dreams. And it was this type of dream where he would see something and it would happen exactly as he saw it. The second type of dream is true in the sense that it symbolizes or represents something that is real, that is true, and it could be a message that is being given. It could be certain things that represent things that are about to happen or that are happening. Take, for example, the dream that Yusuf alayhi salam saw right in the beginning of the story. He saw stars, he saw the sun, the moon, all of them were prostrating to him. The dream was a representation of a reality that was going to happen. So these are two types of true dreams. One is that you actually see something and it happens exactly as you saw it, or you see something representing a truth. Now, some teachings related to true dreams. The first thing is, the dreams of prophets ﷺ are always true. So like the dreams of the Prophet ﷺ, the dreams of the other Anbiya ﷺ, they are true dreams. There are many examples of this. The dreams of Yusuf ﷺ, the dreams of Ibrahim ﷺ, and other prophets. Some of them are mentioned in the Quran, others are not mentioned in the Quran. Prophets see a lot of true dreams prior to receiving revelation, just like our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw. Who sees true dreams? One of the things mentioned in hadith is that the truer a person's speech is, the truer their dreams are. So the more a person is inclined to telling the truth, the more likelihood of them speaking the truth all the time, the better the chances of them seeing true things in their dreams. Now, if a person sees a good dream, they see a dream that they think it might be true, it seems to have some meaning, it seems to have some symbolism, then that dream should be shared carefully. One hadith mentions that you should only share these dreams with two types of people. One is a person who is a true well-wisher of yours, somebody who really cares about you. And secondly, a person who has the knowledge to interpret it. They have the intelligence and the wisdom to be able to extract the correct meaning from that dream. Dreams remain dangling until they are interpreted. And once they're interpreted, they are likely to occur. This is related to true dreams. So the interpretation of the dream should be given very carefully and it should be asked very carefully. We shouldn't ask just any random person or anyone who happens to be around what is the meaning of this dream, because it's very often that when the interpretation is given, that's what happens. So a warning about not telling dreams to people who are not necessarily well-wishers, just like we saw in the beginning of the surah, where Yaqub alayhi salam told his son Yusuf alayhi salam, don't tell this dream to your brothers. فَيَكِيدُ لَكَ كَيْدًا. They'll start plotting against you. It is a major sin to make up a dream that a person hasn't actually seen. So that's another teaching, another important teaching. Aside from speaking the truth, a person should be careful in consuming halal, abstaining from sins, sleeping in a state of tahara, purification, do some dhikr, especially before sleeping. These are all things that will help a person seeing good dreams and true dreams. Another hadith mentions that the dreams that are seen in the morning time are usually the truer ones. They have the higher frequency of being true. Good dreams are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If a person sees a good dream, they should be happy that they saw it. They should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And like I mentioned, share it with either a genuinely caring person or a knowledgeable person. The other type of dream is the unintelligible dream. It's a dream that doesn't have any real meaning. Like random dreams. A person might be thinking of something consciously or subconsciously. They have something on their mind, and then they start seeing those types of things in their dreams. They start seeing that same theme. If it's a person, then they start seeing the person. If it's an event, they start seeing that event. So these dreams aren't necessarily a representation of something that's going to happen, but rather it's more of a reflection of something that has been circulating in the mind already. Then there are nightmares. Nightmares come from shaitan, and he uses these to frighten people. So one of the ways to avoid nightmares is to adopt those teachings that I mentioned just before this. So sleeping in a state of tahara, doing some dhikr before a person goes to sleep, and reciting those surahs, those du'as that the Prophet ﷺ has taught, and usually a person is saved from nightmares. What should a person do if they see a nightmare? The first thing is to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's protection from the evil of the dream. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's protection from shaitan by saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And the hadith mentioned that if a person sees something scary, then they should blow over their left side 3 times and then turn over and not mention that dream to other people. Another hadith mentions that if a person sees something disturbing in their dream, then if they can, they should get up, make wudu, and pray some salah and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, they will be safe and protected from the evils of these types of dreams.